I still can't get over this entire place. I mean, there's so much more that needs to be built, but at the same time, everything is it's just great. And I mean, yeah, I better get going. I want to have a look around. I mean, I went back to my place. It doesn't really have a lot in it at the minute, but I went back there and then, don't know what that is though, because that wasn't on the blueprints. I mean, that entire area was kind of boxed off. I mean, that was a supply room, so maybe that's just a building with the supplies. So, or at least I put the supply room there so that, I don't know, maybe that's what it is, but they started building that a few days ago. I mean, I still haven't really looked around all that much. I mean, I've kind of wanted to wait, but I mean, I'm kind of fed up of waiting. They're gonna keep watching. We're keeping an eye out for. I don't even know what. I mean, walkers seem to be our biggest threat. I mean, we don't need to keep an eye out for saviors anymore because they're pretty much gone. But I mean, it's just everyone has explored this place except for me, and it is my community. It's Far Row, so I don't. I mean, there's so many houses, but I don't know if they're. I mean, there's more people, or no, there's more houses than there are people, I believe. So that's pretty good. And then we got like the car park here, I believe. I mean, I put all of this here on the blueprints, but I mean, I never counted for these. Completely forgot that they were here, so we need to kind of find a better place to put that. I also made the blacksmith as well. I didn't make it, but I made the blueprints. But everyone seems to be. I don't know. Okay, Anthony's up there. Right. Okay. But yeah, the blacksmith as well. I mean, I guess Dane's been working here. I know their names now. Dane and Amelia. They are. Those two are Dane and Amelia. Then we got the other guys down here. We got the new, and I mean, the old museum didn't look like a museum, and I personally thought it looked really ugly. So, although most of the bricks are a really easy material to come across, so most of these buildings are made of bricks, like that one, even though I didn't give them the idea for that. But this one, definitely, I think it looks more like a museum, and they've got their diamond token, the trust token up there, so I think it's great, because that is the iconic logo, and speaking of which, I'll show you. I need to show Reese what those things are. But I just think it looks so much better. I really, really do. And then I don't know what this is. And I'm just gonna have a look. I don't want to spoil too much because they'll probably tell me, "What's Lola? What are you looking? What are you looking at? Hold on. Right. Okay. I understand what you're looking at now. Okay. So I don't. Wow. Gotta admit, I like these. I mean, they did this in front of the hotel as well, with the trees and the flowers. I think it looks really good, but okay, wheat fields. Okay, everyone's working on this. I mean, Prince and his brother's up there, who doesn't. We haven't found out his name yet, but I guess we'll find it out. But hey, guys. Hey, Dad. Good to see you again. Hey, Hayden. Right. So let me check. Hayden, right. Lucas. Dane, Amelia, and Julia. I believe that's the five. Yeah, that is the five of them. Julia, I believe, is teaching the kids at the minute with Becky, because apparently Amelia was. Oh no, Julia. Yeah, this is confusing. But apparently Julia used to be a hairdresser, considering she gave me a haircut. But not only that, but she also used to be a teacher. She had many jobs by the sounds of it. But I mean, comes in handy. Someone was a teacher. So that's definitely going to come in handy. But there's so much. I want to go check on Callum as well. So I mean, the walls as well. The wall is probably the most impressive thing, considering how tall it is. I mean, it used to be only one part of that, but now it's two, and it's just so much bigger and it's so much better. And we need to. I believe Emily is up in my apartment or my flat, or I don't even know what to call it. And Ben's watching them over there. But yeah, we need to go check on Callum and Iker as well, actually. We should probably go check on Iker as well. So Quinn and Maximus are watching, are guarding. Hey guys. Hi, hi, hi. Okay, let's come down here. Let's have a look. I believe, but I'm not 100% sure, that Allison and Carly are down here speaking to Callum. Yeah. Okay. I don't mean to. Okay. Sorry. I don't mean to barge in. I just need to say something to Callum. Callum, I understand, the you've been down here for quite a while now, but I'd like you to know that this isn't the worst, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. These aren't the worst accommodations, I guess is the word, that we've ever put prisoners in. I mean, I don't know if you did see the cells we used to have, but we used to have cells that were a lot smaller than this, and I think, honestly, you should find yourself lucky that you've got a desk, you've got a shower, you've got a bed, we're giving you food. Speaking of which, I'll just give you two breads here. But then you've got that window as well, which is good because you can't break out because there's water on the other side, so you'll probably drown yourself if you did try and get out. But although we're taking great care of keeping you in good shape and keeping you, fed and safe and whatnot, I I want to apologize. And I know you're like, why? But when we were speaking, before I did what I did, I want you to know that it didn't mean nothing what you said. I took everything. I remember everything you said. In fact, I've wrote it down, and I'm gonna probably put the words in the museum or something. I'm not 100% sure yet. My goal is that someday you'll be out of this cell and walking around in the community, and you'll get to see the museum. You'll get to see the classroom. You'll get to see everything. You'll get to see the barn, you'll get to see the hotel, you'll get to see everything other than this cell. Because when we brought you here, you were still passed out, so you didn't see any of it. Ike didn't see any of it because he was blindfolded. You know, Ike is closer than you to joining us, obviously, because he's getting to the point where he's realizing that we aren't as bad as you made us out to be. His sister is helping greatly with that. And that's my goal. My goal is for you to get out of here, but that's only you can decide when that will be. So I do want to apologize because we were having, a very sentimental moment. You were actually letting out your feelings, which is something I suppose maybe you had a hard time with. I'm not 100% sure, but I did just want to say sorry because I did kind of ruin the moment with doing what I did, but it was the only way I could see it going forward, and I didn't want to kill you. So I figured I'd have to talk you down, and then take it from there. So once again, I apologize for ruining that moment, and also for the scar you're gonna have to live with now. I mean, there's not much considering what you and your dad did to me, but it's still a scar that you're gonna have to live with for the rest of your life. So I am sorry for that, but I'll let you get back to speaking to your mum and sister. So yeah, I'll speak to you again more soon. I don't know when, but soon. Okay, have fun. Have fun, Allison and Carly. Fletcher's here too. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't feel bad, but for some reason I feel bad for what I did to Callum, and I know it sounds stupid considering who he is and what he's done, but I just feel bad for the fact that I, did what I did, and I don't know. I mean, Iker's down here, I believe. He's in here. I mean, they extended this as well. Or I didn't, but Mr. Levi and the others must have done. But I believe Iker is down here. He's still blindfolded. I don't know why, but he still is. He could take the blindfold off, but he hasn't for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah. Hey, Iker, sorry to interrupt. Your bread. Oh no, wait, it didn't. I dropped it. Sorry. There we go. Have your bread. Have fun. I'll speak to you more soon when you're on your own, though. Okay. See ya around, I guess. But yeah, he's in a cell. His is a bit smaller than Callum's, only because we didn't have the materials to finish. The place with the design we wanted. So it was gonna be bigger, but we couldn't exactly make it all that bigger. So it's just that size for now, and I don't know why all these doors are open. I can't stand it when doors are open. I don't know why. But yeah, this is what I was talking about. Reese still hasn't showed me the pictures yet, but I believe he said he took a after or a before and after picture of this. So obviously they built it up and whatnot, and then he took a before and after picture of this or what it used to look like before, because there was the fountain here, and then there were the chairs. Unless they changed it around while I was gone, I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I saw last time I was here. So it definitely looks a lot better. I definitely like the, the greenery and whatnot. So let's go up to our, okay, shut the door, okay, there we go. So let's go up to our apartment. I mean, I don't know really, I do know what's in there. Why are all these doors open? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, I believe Emily's up there with the penguin. But I don't think anyone else is up. Buddy's up there as well, but I don't know if... I mean, this is just great. Look at that. Look at this view. But, okay, we're at the top floor. I don't know. I mean, oh, our doors are open. Oh, Reese is here too. But yeah, I mean, it's a great view. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we're on the top floor. I always like being on the highest point. I don't know why, but I just do. Hey, Emily, Buddy, and, Penguin that doesn't have a name yet. Hey Reese, I'll be back in a second. I need to go check out my room real quick. Reese has been sleeping there. I need to make him his own room, to be honest. But for now, he's just sleeping there. And then there's my bed. And then we've got all my notebooks and stuff like that. And then we've got my teddies. The other teddies are downstairs because Dylan has one. And I moved Tyrese's hat, so I'll be putting that back on again soon, which is great. I'm kind of excited. It's stupid. I'm excited to put a hat on, which sounds kind of weird, but at the same time, it's pretty cool. So, yeah. So hi. How are you doing? Hey Ryan, I just took a photo shoot of Emily, Buddy, and your penguin. It was actually great. Although I wanted to ask, what is the penguin's name? Well, Reese. Since we got back, I realized that it doesn't have one, and also that I actually want you to name it. Really? Are you sure? Yeah, I mean, I'll give you time to think, obviously, but you can name it whatever you want. I don't need time to think. While you were gone, we were calling the penguin Glider. Is that an okay name? You know what, I mean, considering I couldn't think of a name, I think that's a great name. Cool. But anyway, I better be off. I want to go and take some group photos with some of your friends. Oh, right, yeah, but before you go and do that, can you do me a massive favor? Sure. What do you need? I was wondering, will you do me the honor of wearing the first set of the far row armor? The far row armor? When did this become a thing? Well, actually, I've been working on armor with Earl Sutton for a while. Oh, he's the amazing blacksmith people were talking about, right? Yeah, the armor comes with a sword too, but I'll give you that later and you can just put it on your back or whatever. Really? A sword? And you want to give me the first set? Of course! You know, my plan is to actually use melee weapons instead of guns in the future. I like that plan. But also, I would love to do the honor of wearing the first pair of far row armor, and wielding the sword, of course. Awesome. Here. Wow! This is really light, but it's awesome. Yeah, it's made from the strongest material Earl had. But, honestly, when I tried it on, it actually feels like normal clothes. It doesn't feel like armor. It really does. Although, next time I should probably remove my clothes underneath. This is awesome, though. It's comfortable, light, and, most of all, protective. Exactly. And people can make any adjustments they want, they can put armbands, whatever they want to do. But although, as long as the trust token is there, it's good. Right. About the trust token. We built a massive one on the museum. But where did it come from? Like, is it just a random plastic counter, or... Actually, believe it or not, Krista's group actually introduced me to them. The one that Emily was with. but I suppose it was their way of showing who's trustworthy and who wasn't. So you give the trust token to someone else in the group if they didn't know you, and then they'd know instantly that you were given it by someone, and then, that kind of thing. Nice. I really appreciate you giving me this. It's an honor. It's fine, Reese. Also, are you up for going to meet the Taints in a few days? Are you kidding me? Of course I am. I haven't been outside of these walls since I woke up. It'll be great to see new surroundings. But not only that, I can take loads of photos as well. Exactly. So, get packing. I'll get right on it. I can't wait. Okay, see you around, bud. Okay? You better get going, right? And then, also, I'll hand out the other sets of armor to everyone else as well. So you'll be impressed. You could take some pictures of people with their new armor as well. I'm not going to be giving everyone armor, but I'm going to be giving some people. So, for our group, obviously, I mean, we're all one massive group, but we got our main set of clothes, and then there's also one with an extra token. It has the trust token, and it also has a green token, which has an L on it, which is the ones I'll be giving to the Leafant tribe, so that you can, obviously, they still have a part of them, so they're not just part of our group, but they're also still the Leafants. So then also with the RV group, there is, I believe theirs is a dark blue token kind of thing, or a badge, or whatever you want to call it, and theirs has the letters R and V on it, obviously, but that's only because that's where I first found them, so we can obviously make some changes to that or whatnot, but I think it'll look really cool. So if you want to go, and I'll be out there in a minute anyway, so if you want to go get packing, or actually I don't know if you really have much to pack, but I suppose you still have your dad or I can't remember if it was your dad or your uncle that was with you on that boat, but don't really want to bring it up, to be honest. But either way, you can get packing what you've got, then you can take some pictures when we go there, and yeah, then I'll be out and I'll give people their armor, and then we'll get going in a few days, and I'll have my set on too. So I'll be out in a bit, okay? I just wanna speak to Emily for a bit, and then in a few days we'll go and meet the Taints. Or once again, but for your first time we'll meet the Taints, I guess. Yeah.